I've spent the greater part of 2024 on an airplane. I've spent more time traveling than I've been at home. This is a what's in my camera bag, what's in my travel camera bag, because I've tried to dial this in so intensely so that it doesn't destroy my back. It still weighs a lot, but there's a lot of good secrets in here that I've learned over the last couple of years, especially the last couple of months. So let me tell you about it, but I have to go to the airport. It's 5:30 and we're on our way to Socotra. How heavy was that last bag you just put in?
It's too heavy.
Yeah. Awesome.
Where are we going?
Airport,
More details.
Terminal A,
More details.
Socotra,
Yeah. And
the
why?
Yemen. Why? For the sand and the beaches.
Real quick, if you don't remember who Alex is, Alex and I met in Greenland, then we've done trips in Svalbard, and then randomly I had booked a trip to go to Socotra with Sorella Moore. She couldn't make it, and then Alex was also planning this trip, and then we turned out to be on the exact same trip. I have no idea what to expect. 1 week, zero connection. It's funny, he said it's heavy. It's the lightest I've ever got this camera bag in my life. I also had to pack it light because we have max 10 kilograms for the camera bag and the carry-on. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. So the place that we're going to is called Socotra. They only let 3,000 people in a year to essentially this island that's part of Yemen. You have to apply for a specific visa. Anyways, we're getting dropped off. The guy's like, which airline are you flying with? We're like, we don't know, because this is actually a custom chartered plane that only flies in once a week. So if you miss the flight going in or the flight going out, you have to stay for a week.
Socotra is situated off the coast of Somalia, which is the Horn of Africa.
Socotra is a very isolated place. There are basically just the people of the island, the Socotra people. This is a safe location. There's always risk involved. It's the risk that you have to assume. But from my research and knowledge, this is a safe location. I can do a quick overview of all the gear that I'm bringing along. Let's just start with the bag. This is the Peter McKinnon everyday bag. I talked about this in the past. I've used this for the last 3 years. It's a little heavy, but what I like is that you can do this. This is like the biggest thing when you're traveling, is that the camera bag just doesn't fall over. That's huge. And then in terms of the tripod, I'm actually trying out a new tripod on this trip. I used to use the Peak Design tripod a lot in the past, but I was also just sent this one right here from Freewell, and the reason why I'm choosing to use this one is because it actually is lighter than the Peak Design and it has a fluid tripod head. So I'm going to test this out. I think this is going to be the one that I want to use. Plus, even gives you a little area that you can add an Apple AirTag right there so that you don't lose your gear. I like those types of things. Plus, I think the best thing about this tripod, which sold it for me, the Arca Swiss plate right here turns into a phone mount, which is so dope. All made of steel. It literally connects right there really easily, and it's built into the Arca Swiss plate. This type of design makes gear more functional when you're traveling. You need everything to be functional and light. Plus, it is the height of myself when I need to film myself, and that is huge because I'm 6 feet tall. So when it's fully expanded, I can actually put a camera on top of it and speak to it without having to like put the legs in a little bit more or anything like that. I'm over explaining a tripod. I think it's gonna work well for me. That entire time I was so nervous because they weighed my bag. I had to pay the overages on that. And then there was like some delays on trying to get onto the flight because, you know, trying to go to Socotra wasn't showing up on the manifest. Like, yeah, this flight doesn't exist. And so anyways, they sorted that out. And then I think they were just flustered so they didn't weigh my bag. And so I got my heavy camera bag over. Okay, the flight is delayed a little bit here. I'm shooting this whole video on the DJI Pocket 3 just because it's small and that shot was a little overexposed, so I'm throwing on these Freewell magnetic filters. This is the Bright Day kit. You got like NDPLs, you got just normal NDs, you got some soft mist filters as well. I also like to travel with SSDs. These are like the most important thing ever. I'm always really bad because I never forget to dump them. So I only have like a 500 gigabyte and then I have a 2 terabyte, has some other projects on it. And then I always try to make sure I buy at least one HDD to do a backup of the entire trip. So that means I have a Lacie 5 terabyte hard drive on me. So I do that. And then I am still working off of a MacBook Pro M1. This is the 14-inch. I love it. I also like to put stickers all over my computer. I don't know if you guys are like that. And then last but not least, I don't travel anymore with like the computer charger. So there's two options that I have. I have a fast charger here from Anker, which allows me to charge my like laptop if I really wanted to, as well as items that need to have fast charging. Most importantly, I just got this adapter from Anker, which is absolutely amazing. So basically you can charge a computer, and then you also can charge your like drone batteries right here. And then you have two more USBs that are fast charging here. And if you really want to, you can also use these plugs to expand your charging ports. So this I use as my main charger for my laptop now. And then I can also charge a bunch of other stuff. This is awesome. When you push down on this, it kind of pops up there. So when you plug things in, it saves space when it's in your bag. This stuff is amazing. I don't know what this is, but I'll link it below. Okay, we are officially boarded. That means I'm gonna be off the grid for a week. I did bring a global satellite communicator for this trip, which means I can send up to 20 messages per month. I found it online on Amazon. It was half the price of the Garmin, so I did pack that as well. And those are just for emergencies. 2-hour flight, we have made it to Socotra. Somehow over the period, I remember hearing that we might be on a humanitarian flight. This was literally just an Air Arabia flight, just a special flight that they booked. They don't normally fly here, so it is like a destination that you have to book through a tour operator. So we're working with Tour Socotra.
He thinks you have food.
Yeah. Hello. Okay, we landed, literally drove to the ocean, and now we're taking a boat to camp overnight. They've literally told us to just pack whatever's necessary. I'm gonna bring my camera bag, even though I know it's like not fully necessary, but I'm gonna take some stuff out as well. There's a few things that just don't make sense to bring along, so we're gonna drop this off, and we are going to bring literally everything else. I'm gonna take the Insta360 out right now because I have also the giant Insta360 pole so we can get some drone-like shots when we're on the boat. That comes with me everywhere, Insta360 X3. We are getting on the boat. We're on the yellow boat here. We have just arrived in single-handedly one of the most beautiful places I've ever been on this planet. And this is the perfect time to tell you that I brought my DJI Mavic 3 Pro. It's got 3 lenses, I've got my ND filters with me, and I'm just gonna fly it up right now. Okay, so on this beach, there's these things called the ghost crabs. I feel like I have an idea for a shot, and it's also another perfect segue into another piece of gear that I carry. I carry the DJI Osmo Action 4. I used to have the Action 3, and the reason why I switched, it has a larger sensor, and it connects with the DJI Mic 2. This right here. It does it through Bluetooth. That's why I use the Pocket 3 and this. Plus they have 10-bit in this. So let's see if we can put the camera in the sand and then get a shot of the crabs here. I feel like I must move away from my camera right now. I've tried to create some distance to see if these crabs will come and check it out. Please do it. I want this shot so badly. See a crab. Don't scare them, Alex. That's my crab. I'm very happy. They're climbing on top of the camera. DJI Osmo Action 4. Love it in low light. I especially love that it connects to the new DJI Mic 2's noise cancellation. You also have that for Bluetooth, which is so good for doing POV videos, attaching to things. Yes, that was good. Okay, let me show you where we slept last night. This is where we slept. Right here on the beach. This island only has had in its entirety 100,000 tourists or less, which is less than the population of the entire island of Socotra. This is the only tour operator that comes to this beach, and they hire the locals in the area to help them out. If you're an adventure travel person who loves having a unique experience, this is definitely up there. If you're a fan of this channel, you might already know the camera that I'm about to tell you that I bring, my main mirrorless camera. That is the Lumix S5 Mark II X, or just the Mark II. But I think the more interesting part for me is I actually have been shooting recently with just the kit lens, which is the 20-60, which does have a variable f-stop, which isn't always ideal for low light situations. But what I've noticed is that this is so light, I can vlog with it. It's so versatile. So for me, I can shoot all the photos that I want, and I can get the highest quality footage. And with this kit lens, it's super light. I don't need to bring a bunch of other lenses. And in my situation, if I need to just kind of crop in a little bit more to get to like 70 or 80 mil, I just switch to 60 frames per second and use the crop. So this is kind of like my go-to kit right now. And then if I'm using, a vlog situation, I would need a higher quality audio instead of using the Pocket 3, which in my opinion might take over as my main vlogging camera. I use this Rode Video Go mic here, which basically does not need power to plug in. But more importantly, what I learned on a trip to Iceland one time is that you 100% need this fluffy dead cat here, the really, really big one, if you want to reduce all the wind noise. And then in terms of the actual filter on the S5 Mark II, I am using the Freewell V2 polarizing ND filter. And the reason why I've gone with this one, this is a CPL and ND. So I have a circular polarizer and ND in one, and it is from 3 to 7 stops. So I feel like I have the most dynamic range when I'm shooting. And then I recently just got this thanks to a recommendation from a friend of mine named Joe Allen. This is like a quick clip release here. And then I'm using the Peak Design strap here. And then I can essentially go like this, like that. And now I have that camera on me, and I have my Fujifilm camera on me. It's a lot of cameras, but if I ever need something quick, it's just so easy, even if I'm holding this microphone. Here, let's switch this over, clip that there, and quickly grab this, like that, get the shot, clip it back in, boom. And it's not bumping into me or sticking out this way. So yeah, other than some other knickknacks like batteries and other ND filters and just basically a giant stack of every single cable that you can need using essentially just one of these red plastic zip ties right here. That is what's in my camera bag and what I use to travel, and what I brought essentially on this trip, but what I tried to bring on most of my travel trips. If you guys like this video, please press like. It actually makes a difference. Subscribe and hit the bell to be notified for future videos. We will most definitely catch you on a next travel and trip. I'm traveling a lot this year. If anyone wants to join up in any of the next locations, I'm potentially going to Brazil. I'm going potentially back to Japan, and I'm definitely going to Vienna. So let me know in the comment section if you're in any of these places, or if we should meet up somewhere, or if you have a cool experience that you would like for me to come and join you on.